So not only did Johnny direct this film, but he also acted in this film. He stars in it. It's really, really good. And he wrote the thing, financed the thing. He got it done for almost no money.
Yeah, under $9,000.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's a feature film that works. It's about family. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it took me 3.5 years to make this film, from my original idea on a piece of paper, which took about, so when I put pencil to paper, it took me about 12 to 16 hours over a period of 3 days to complete the whole story. And in the screenplay format, it took about 6 to 8 months. I had a screenplay book for dummies, how to write a screenplay. So I used that. I still failed epically at writing a screenplay, but I got it good enough where you can actually make sense of what's going on in the film. And then after that, it took a while to get the movie produced, because no one really wanted to produce a film like that. And I'm really a nobody, right? I'm just Johnny Rayne from Seattle, Washington. Who knows what that is? So eventually I was like, okay, it's gonna be me. So I went and bought out about 8 books on how to make a film. I went online, Amazon, 8 books. I pounded through them in a period of 1 month. Read morning, read night. Got through every single process, from contracts to production to directing to editing to post-production. I mean, everything. So I just pounded through them. I said, okay, let's make a film, all right? And now I thought about it, it's like, it's not rocket science. I was like, I'm not building a spaceship to go to the moon, right? I could do this, right? Okay, so let's do it. So I went out and I was like, now I need actors, right? I go, okay, let's do it. I need to find out, I was like, I can't pay for real actors who guys professionally trained. I was like, this is terrible. I was like, I am kind of like, I was like, okay, I went to school. I got a bachelor's degree. I'm a trained professional actor. I go, I have $85,000 plus tuition and interest in my head. I was like, I can train anyone to be an actor. So I went out and I just handed the roles out. People that kind of match the age, match the type. And I was like, okay, I will teach you how to act. Just listen to me. I'll teach you how to act. So they were really wonderful. They were inexperienced actors. They were really trying to get an opportunity to be in a film. And I just gave it to them. And I said, just work with me. And I said, just one rule, listen to what I say, and you'll be just fine. And so anyways, they came together. I scheduled all the shooting dates. We shot 3 to 5 scenes a day. Started at like 8 o'clock in the morning, shot till 8 o'clock at night. One of my longest days started at 6, ended at 9 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock, I was in the back alley of a bowling alley, soaked in water, doing my, there's a fight scene in the movie. And I was just like, can we just hurry up and shoot this? I'm soaked in water from all the falls I had to do. Anyway, so it was a lot of shooting, on a short period of time, 3 to 5 scenes a day. I had to, as an actor, so I was like, director, direct. Oh, production designer, set up the sets. Makeup for the guys, do makeup. Okay, do this. Actors, ready, let's go. Camera guy, you ready? Oh no, the mic's not working. Oh, okay, here we go. Get the mic going. Come on. All right, so we got the mic plugged in. We got the mic going. We had so many camera problems. I was like, oh my god, this is. But I was so cool. I was like, everything's fine. We're good. We are good. I mean, you cannot show that, right? You can only feel it inside. Leadership, you're not allowed to do that. You got to keep it inside. So anyway, so we got through all that, and then as an actor, I had to, when it was my turn, because we have to get through scenes. So, I mean, every scene for me took no more than 1 to 2 takes. So I had to be like, and the funny part is I put on like 20 to 25 pounds for this role. So I was about, right now I'm 152. Right now I was 175 to 170 to 180. I grew a beard out. I shaved my head. Yeah. And anyway, so, and then when my time came to do my acting, it was like, I'd be talking to you like this, and all of a sudden I'd just jump into Jack. And everyone on stage would just get freaked out for a second. Then I'd come back out and like, guys ready? Let's go next scene. Let's go, move. And I was like, how are you doing this? So it was one of the most rigorous acting preparations I've ever had to do in my life as an actor, because it's like, I'm a producer, I'm a director, I'm a cast member, and then I have to act. I can shoot my set. I had a high school kid, I don't know how he did this, but he had a 10-foot mic, and my actor was having a cup of coffee over there, and he wasn't watching, and he dipped the mic in the coffee cup. I don't know how he did that. And to this day, I don't know. And my cinematographer, he's sitting right here trying to fix the camera. He goes, Roman, did you just dip the mic in the coffee cup? Are you serious, dude? Come on, are you kidding me? We already have enough sound problems as it is. I was like, oh God, no, we lost the sound. Oh Lord, oh no. I wanted to cry. Anyway, so all that process came together. And this guy, his name's Keaton, he won't be able to make it to the film festival, unfortunately. He's my DP, and he's also my technical producer, editing. He did editing, sound, music, color. I mean, did everything. One-man army. I mean, the most he ever done in his life was a short film that was about 20 or 25 minutes, and he thought I was crazy for a feature film, but we got it done. Anyway, so that was the whole process of the film. What the story is about, so I made this whole story up. It's all made up. It has no personal experience to me. It's about a family that battled breast cancer, a mother and a son, and her son was going the wrong path in life, making the wrong decisions, could have ended up in jail and prison. And when his mother got diagnosed with breast cancer, he turned all that negative energy into positive energy to be there for his mom. And he changed his whole life around. His life completely flipped around from where he was going to where he's at. The movie picks up 3.5 years later, and now he's found love with the nurse there at the hospital. He spent so much time, he met somebody, and she got pregnant. It happens. And now she's Catholic. It's clear to him. And Jack's like, oh my God, I have to marry. Like, I'm scared. He's just like, oh, I'm not ready for this. And then his mom's on him, she's on him. And then on top of all that, he grew up without a father. So while this is happening, his father comes back from prison who he never met his whole life and wants to reconcile and be part of the family and be the man he always wanted to be, a dad, just like Jack. So you got this young guy trying to be a dad, and his dad's like, I'm trying to be a dad too. So can you help me out? It's harder than I thought. So all that's happening. There's another twist in the film that I'm not going to share unless you got to come see it. There's another twist to it. The movie takes place every 6 to 6 months because that's when you go back for your post-cancer checkup every 6 to 6 months prior following breast cancer or any type of cancer for that matter. And the movie is a family-oriented based movie. It's good for all ages, all age groups. Anyone can watch it. Mild language, about the worst of it. A little bit of fight scene toward the end, but that's really just about it. Any questions?
Wow.
Which? Friday, Cova Life Theater at 3 p.m. Show up at 3. You probably start around 3:15, 3:20. Give a chance to get settled in. Yeah, and it's 75 minutes long.
Run on time, actually.
Okay, we're gonna try to run on time.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. That was being a little. That happens. You never know. Okay, perfect. Okay, all right, perfect.
We're with Johnny, and then we get the executive seating because we're with him.
Yeah, and I got flyers for you guys in my bag. So it has all the dates. And if you go to the Forever Fighter website, I'll give you flyers. I have trailers. I have sneak peeks. I have interviews, the cast, no crew, just because I didn't really have a crew. But anyways, it's just me. Let's hold everything and let's go. So it was, like I said, it was a really wonderful journey. The story itself is, it took a lot on me to play this role. As an actor, you always try to understand what happens to a role, try to build a character, try to live the story. Mm-hmm. This one time, I actually really lived it. I lived the role. I had never felt to sit there next to someone you love, you care about, and there's nothing you can do for them. Nothing you can do for them. It is one of the worst feelings on the planet Earth. It's like unbelievable. It was one of the hardest roles I ever played in my life, and I had to be so prepared so I could just step into that emotion and that feeling instantly. It was extremely difficult. It was one of the hardest roles. On top of that, make a film. So it was like, I cannot believe what I was able to do, and I gotta give thanks to my parents for that, for always supporting me, and God was a big part of my life and all that to make all this happen for me. There's no way I would have made it without that. I mean, everything happened. I got a construction company to give me an entire construction street, 10 miles of it, to shoot my construction scene. They're like, you want to operate the Mack truck? It's like, no. Do you want to work the drill? No, I just want to pretend. I don't do anything. We're faking it, guys. We're faking it. It was terrible. And then I got an entire medical clinic to give me an entire medical. They gave me an entire medical office clinic to use. And the guy's like, okay, we're gonna do MRIs today. I'm like, no, we're not. We're gonna do X-rays today, right? I'm like, no, we're not. We're gonna draw some blood. I'm looking at my X-ray machine. It's like, no, I don't want to draw blood. I'm like, oh no, we're not gonna draw blood. Oh, is that a blood pressure machine? Why don't you show me how to use that? All right, perfect. Let's go do this. All right, so we did that. So it was. A lot of people came together, like people in Butte come together. Yeah. That was so amazing because Seattle's not really known for that. Washington's not really known for people kind of stepping up, helping out each other. Unless it's a moment of disaster. But you shouldn't just help people one day. You should help people today. That's how you get to that one day, right? So Butte's all about that. That's one thing I like about this city and this town, the people. Everyone just helps each other out. It's just phenomenal. I think that's why this film festival has such a huge chance to be a big hit here because everyone comes out and supports it. And it was nice to get that support in my area. It was nice for people to step up and just help me out with all these. I mean, everyone gave up their houses several times. I had to get a Swiffer, sweep the whole house, saying thank you. It's your third time messing up your house. I swept. I swept the whole house. They're like, thank you. I'm like, thank you. It's your third time. Thank you for that. Bedroom. I mean, we got houses, cars. We got everybody just stepped up, family and friends stepped up and just helped us out. And it was just a great process. It's a really great film. If you guys come out and see it, it really is. It takes you for a ride. And it took me for a ride. It takes everybody that comes to see it for a ride. And I've had over 250 people so far see this film. Only 2 people were like, I didn't like it. I was like, okay, well, you didn't like it. What can I do? Sorry. But out of 250 people, 2 people don't like it. I go, that's pretty darn good number. You know, I'll take that off all day long.